Guess what? The new Scribbler box is here. Yay! I'm actually quite surprised. These boxes are shipped from Texas, so they take a while to get to me here in Toronto, especially with pandemic-related shipping delays. But this one got to me quickly, so let's open it up and see what's inside. For a change, I actually remembered scissors. Okay, so the first thing is Love Corn. Salty, premium, crunchy corn snack. And we got two of them. One is sea salt flavored and one is smoky barbecue flavored. It feels like actual nubbins of corn in this bag. This is interesting. I have tried most of the snacks I've gotten in the previous boxes and most of them have been pretty good. There have been one or two that I haven't really liked that much, but for the most part, these snacks are well selected. I like the flavors. I don't know about the whole idea of actual nubbins of corn. I am very curious about this. We'll have to see what that one's like. Kitty paper clips. Oh, this is so cool. I am very much a cat lover, so I totally love this. I'm not much of a paperclip user though, so I'm not too sure how much use I will actually have for these. I don't do a lot with paper these days. Then we have a pair of Bic pens, Bic Glide. It says ultra smooth writing. I love my pens. You can never have too many pens. So these will be added to my drawer of writing utensils. I have got so many pens. I don't think I'm ever going to have to buy a pen again in my life. And here we have a series of postcard size cards. And it's a calendar. Each card contains 2 months, front and back. So if you just want to pin something up on a notice board and quickly refer to it, that's great to have. Or if you want to carry it around if you're working on the go. Each month has a quote on it. So for this month, for January, the quote is, "Forget about being published. Write for yourself and celebrate writing." And that is attributed to Melinda Hayes. Good advice. We should all be writing for the love of it. We should all be celebrating the fact that, you know, yeah, we can write. We do have an outlet for our creative energy. The quote for February, since we are probably going to be in February by the time this video is published, "A professional writer is an amateur who didn't quit." I think that's true of just about everything. No matter what skill you're learning, everyone's an amateur at some point. The writing passport for this month, plotting a series. Now, we all know that most books are written as standalone stories, but from time to time a book will turn into a series. Sometimes that is completely unintentional. The story will end in such a way that the writer realizes that, you know, there could be a series in this, and then they'll go on to write something else. And sometimes the series is planned, and the writer has the intention right from the start of creating a series. But writing a series can be tricky because you're dealing with the same characters, so you have to have growth in each book and over the series as a whole, and you have to make sure your plot lines don't get stale. And you have to keep the reader excited and invested in that series. So if you're planning on writing a series, this is a good one to have. The publishing process inside look. This one is about a query letter. Now, when you have finished writing your book and you think it's edited to the best of your ability and you're ready to take it to the next stage, you need representation. So you're going to start sending query letters to an agent, hoping to find someone who will resonate with what you've written and represent you to potential publishers. A lot of people think when they've written their book that the next step is to get published, but it's not. The next step is to get an agent. So getting past the query letter stage is an essential part of your goal to be published. The exclusive chat, Gina Panettiere, I hope I pronounced that correctly, founder and literary agent at Talcott Notch Literary Services. This is what the postcard says about her. "Being an agent is really all I can imagine doing. Books and the amazing people who write them have been the focus of my life for more than 2 decades. And this specific role I play, being given the chance to find and nurture new books, to work with some of the most creative and talented people, makes what I do feel so different from work that my inbox feels like Santa's magical Christmas bag. Perhaps that's why I have such trouble limiting myself to just a few genres. I find it all fascinating. Teach me something new, something I couldn't find somewhere else, something based on original research, and that's the hook I'm looking for. With fiction, I love quirky, edgy characters. I look for women's fiction, paranormal, urban fantasy, horror, science fiction, historical, mystery, thrillers, and suspense." This actually sounds like just the kind of person I'm looking for. This could have come at a really good time for me. The Scribbler Writing Contest card found its way right to the bottom of the box. Usually it is the first thing we take out. The contest this month: what is your biggest writing goal for 2022? That's the big question. What is your biggest writing goal for 2022? Let me know in the comments. And finally, the novel of the month, Under Colour of Law by Aaron Philip Clarke. Let's read the blurb on the back. A death in the LAPD family. To catch the killer, lines will be crossed. Black rookie cop Trevor Finnegan aspires to become a top-ranking officer in the Los Angeles Police Department and fix a broken department. A fast-track promotion to detective in the coveted LAPD Robbery Homicide Division puts him closer to achieving his goal. 4 years later, calls for police accountability rule the headlines. The city is teeming with protests for racial justice. When the body of a murdered Black Academy recruit is found in the Angeles National Forest, Finn is tasked to investigate. As pressure mounts to solve the crime and avoid a PR nightmare, Finn scours the underbelly of a volatile city where power, violence, and race intersect. But it's Finn's past experience as a beat cop that may hold the key to solving the recruit's murder. The price, the end of Finn's career, or his life. Well, this book is timely to things that are going on in the current day. This is the kind of subject that needs to be addressed. It does deserve a place in fiction. And I think it is important to note that the writer Aaron Philip Clarke is a Black man. He is the kind of person who should be telling this kind of story. I am really looking forward to reading this one and just, learning and listening and just seeing what I can do to be a better ally myself, not only as a person, but as a writer. So there was a lot of cool stuff in this box. And speaking of cool stuff, look what I got. I've been playing around with some ideas for merch, and I got this coffee mug as, like a prototype. Should I set it up as merch, included in my next giveaway? Let me know what you think. That's it for today. Thank you for watching. If you're into books, writing, storytelling, please consider subscribing. Have a great day, everyone. I'll see you in the next video.